So I am Coach D, your budget coach, and today I'm going to share with you 4 ways to stick to your budget. The first way to stick to your budget is actually having a budget. So many times we say we want to get our finances together, get them in order, manage our money better, but we don't have a financial plan. A financial plan is simply that, a budget. So to stick to your budget, you have to have a budget. Take the time, review your income, review your expenses, and actually look at it. See how much income you're bringing in. Remember not to look at how much you make, but how much you actually receive and that you actually can use to pay your expenses. Review your bank statements, review credit card statements, actually see what you have going on. Take the time to see because sometimes when we are creating our budget, we forget some things. You don't want to forget your fun. Don't forget when you go out, ladies, your nails, gentlemen, your haircuts. Think about those things that you enjoy. Don't forget things like gas for your car. Don't forget things like your coffee that you get in the morning on your way to work. Don't forget things like the snacks that you buy in the vending machine at work because those transactions add up. So you must remember to add them into your budget, set money aside for those items. Number 2, automate your savings. Think about how much you can save. After you look at your transactions, after you created your budget, you will then know how much money you have left. So you will automate your savings and actually have a set amount going to a separate account, not to your regular account that you use, because you don't want to have your money in there for savings and you accidentally spend it because it's not separated. Put it in a separate savings account. Definitely, if you can, put it in an account that is a little bit harder for you to reach, not impossible, because if you need it, you need to be able to get to it. But just so it's out of reach so you don't easily just, oh, let me just go grab that. Let me go borrow from that. Because a lot of times we say, I'm going to borrow this savings for a little bit and put it back, but we don't put it back because what we say is, I'll save more the next couple of weeks to build up for it, but then we don't do that. So just save what you can. Don't make the mistake of trying to save more than you actually can because then you get into the situation where you're saving and pulling it right back out and your savings doesn't actually grow. Number 3, when you're trying to stick to your budget, remember when you're shopping to compare prices. Sometimes we make the mistake of just going in, picking up what we see, and just buying it. But if we would actually take a couple of moments to just look over to this side or over to that side, we can actually get the same thing for a little bit cheaper. Don't be afraid to try different brands, not necessarily always generic, because sometimes generic does not taste the same. Sometimes it does, but not all the time. But try different brands because you actually might find a brand that you like. A brand might be on sale. Try different things. Weigh your options. Watch out for some sales because some sales will appear to be a deal when in fact it's not. Sometimes prices are raised just to put things on sale. When looking at your deals, take the time to don't be afraid to pull your calculator out because remember, this is your money you're dealing with. Pull your calculator out, do the math, do the numbers. It would only take a moment because everyone always has their cell phone. Pull your cell phone out, check it out, and see if that buy one, get one is worth it. Don't see if that buy 3, get 1 free is worth it. And actually divide it by that price and see the amount that it costs normally, if it's really a deal, or do you make out better just buying one at full price? So just when you're shopping, be mindful of what you're spending it on. Check the rates. Number 4, stick to the budget. So many times we create our budget and we just let it go. We feel like it's too hard in the beginning. It can be tough because you're doing something different for the first time or the second time, or just it's something new you're trying to get used to. Hang in there with your budget. Allow your budget to be successful. Allow yourself to get the success. Allow yourself to get to your goals and reach your goals. Don't start it and stop it before you actually go through it for a month or two. If that doesn't work, try a different type of budget. If that doesn't work, then maybe you need to get some help. Don't be afraid to get help. You can look online. There's books, there's budget coaches, there's different things, but don't be afraid to get help. Don't stay stuck in the same place where you're at when you can get a little bit of help because it might be something that you're just missing that's so small that is preventing you from your success. So don't give up. Hang in there. Allow you could be right at the success. But if you give up, you'll never know, or you have to start over, do the whole process again when you're just already there. So just stick to your budget. Allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to get better and better with your budget. And remember, don't forget to have that fun in your budget because your budget is not supposed to restrict your way of living. You're supposed to budget and still enjoy life in the process. If this is your first time here, definitely subscribe to the page. I go live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I post a video every Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. Go back and check out one of our other videos because every video is about a different topic. And as always, happy budgeting.